and brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K pregame show.
Hey y'all, great to have you with us as we join you on 2K Sports with the NBA season beginning to wind down. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Chicago Bulls. And for the Bulls, they're third in the East and have really been one of the NBA's toughest opponents to face. This is a major contender once the playoffs begin. There are so many great coaches.
It's the Mavericks in Dallas, Texas for a little interconference action here at the American Airlines Center. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, this is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg welcoming you to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. A look at Chicago, and you look at this team, 12 games off the lead, but certainly a team that's won its share of games.
Kevin, this game decides whether they'll come out on the top or the bottom of the season series because they've split the prior two games, and this is it, the third and final meeting.
You know, Steve, in a rubber match like this, teams do play with a lot of intensity and a lot of heart because really, if you don't come out on top and you got some boys on the other squad, I mean, you know you're going to have to hear from those guys all offseason, and that sometimes is worse than the pain of losing the game. The trash talk you're going to hear.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Bulls. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler at the backcourt. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3, the small forward. Ellis kicks to Nowitzki. Chandler trying to free himself up. Nowitzki, no good. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena.
They looked very stable, pretty much from the get-go, guys. A solid output, solid effort. And, you know, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game, but they were pretty solid there.
I was very impressed with the balance they displayed, guys. Different people carrying the load, scoring, making assists, unselfish play. Everything was working for them to get that victory.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Butler. And he uses the glass on the lane.
Well, Dallas coach Rick Carlisle has demonstrated his versatility throughout his coaching stops in Detroit, Indiana, and Dallas. Not really a system coach. He adapts to the talent that he has on each individual team and goes accordingly.
Here's Ellis after the Bulls pick up 2. Kept alive. Chandler's shot.
Tyson Chandler.
Chandler's got his first basket.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
And Carlisle presiding over a more half-court, station-to-station style of play in Detroit and Indiana. He's embraced a more up-tempo style, it seems, in Dallas.
Yeah, and he's got an offensively gifted team with the Mavs, and he's always been an innovator using zone defenses to hide weaker defenders and to keep opponents off balance. And again, another example of how the outstanding coaches don't stand pat. They're always learning, growing, and adjusting to give their teams the best chance to win.
Good thought. Ellis dishes to Nowitzki. Clock at 6. And the shot is good. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach told me that defensively, he's not even sure how you contain Dirk Nowitzki offensively. He said he really has an unstoppable shot with that turnaround. I don't know how you stop it, but we're going to try. Guys, it always helps to have those athletic, rangy defenders who can at least get a hand in his face. We'll see what matchup they go with defensively.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Ellis. After the made shot from Joakim Noah. The drive by Ellis. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Butler.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Oh, the rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
Dunleavy, the pass to Rose. The Mavericks trailing. Rondo kicks to Ellis. Stolen by Noah. All alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Now here's Rondo. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Stolen by Ellis. Fast break, Dallas. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
And so here is Chicago. The Mavericks making the shot. Butler dishes to Gasol. Inside Leaner, and that's good off the glass that time.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball.
Monte Ellis!
Monte Ellis, for his size, one of the premier finishers in the game. The finger roll, the scoop, the floater, running hooks, and yes, even the poster dunk. At 6'3", he's got it all in his repertoire.
A slam dunk by Rondo.
You can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, you negate a basket at one end, score at the other. Now is when the momentum can really shift.
Here is Rose, following the score by Dallas. Butler passes to Rose. Dunleavy kicks to Butler. 6 to shoot. Pass to Noah. Again, Chicago.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
And here's a check of the 2K leaderboard and the top rebounding shooting guards of the past 10 games. You look at Butler, one of the game's best, second in the league.
You know, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. Typically, as a 2-guard, you're going to be on the perimeter a lot more often than you will be inside.
Yeah, but for all of these guys, you can point to their quickness as well as their superb instincts as to why they wound up on the list. I mean, you've got to have that nose for the basketball.
Here's Ellis after the made shot from Joakim Noah. Ellis kicks to Nowitzki. Here's Chandler. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Now here's Rose. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami. Butler drilled from 11 feet out. Butler's got 6 points. Mavericks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Ellis kicks to Jefferson. It's stolen by Dunleavy. It's 2-on-1.
Mavericks foul call. Rajon Rondo. That's his first personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Chandler. And Devin Harris subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Derrick Rose. Dunleavy dishes to Gibson. The drive by Brooks. Misses the layup.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Harris passes to Jefferson. Kicks to Stoudemire. Puts up the baby hook. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Now here's Brooks. 14 points from him the last game against Miami. Gasol kicks to Brooks. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Shot clock at 5. No good from Gasol.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Jefferson dishes to Nowitzki. Butler with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Brooks up on top. He's guarded by Ellis. Brooks kicks to Butler. Left side, Butler. And Stoudemire pulls it down. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Jefferson has a wide open look, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Brooks outside. The pass to Gibson. Brooks kicks to Gibson. And yes, sir, that one drops. Gibson's got his first 2 points of the night.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. Defensively, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop. Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
A different look for Dallas. Villanueva comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Aminu in for Jefferson. Chicago also making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Dunley. It's Heinrich in for Butler.
It's interesting that the Mavs almost exclusively build through free agency. They make draft picks, but they always seem to have a hand in free agency come July.
Now, here's Aminu. Right now averaging 5 points a game. On the wing, Ellis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the feed to Villanueva. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Bulls ball.
Well, Clark, you look back at some of the big names they were rumored to be in on. Jerry Williams and Dwight Howard, those two names come to mind.
And they missed out on them, but they've always been very good about remaining flexible when they need to be with the salary cap.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Borea's checked in. Here's Gibson, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one. Well, you know, Taj Gibson was the 26th pick back in 2009 coming out of USC, and, boy, what a get for the Bulls. He's a defensive-minded big man who can defend the 4 and 5 position, and he's also got a very reliable mid-range jumper.
Here is Borea, right now averaging 7 points a game.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
The Bulls shooting an impressive 60% early. The drive by Brooks. He drains the quick shot. Brooks has got his first 2 points.
And for Taj Gibson at 6'10", a 7'4" wingspan, that length helps make him disruptive. An excellent defender and shot blocker.
Harris misses.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
And Heinrich has it in the corner. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Mirotic. Back to Gibson. He feeds it to Mirotic. On the wing, Brooks. Heinrich, right side. Here's Gasol, and a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like.
Borea, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.